Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
We go tonight. White 20.
Check, 47. Come off the ball hard.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go.
And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15.
We go 76. What's that?
Now go hand this one to Gurley. To about the 35.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
36.
Protein spill.
Switch. Shift.
Cornell.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
SOS. Alert flare.
From the gun, here's Gone. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hold their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That's another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Both set.
White 20.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Switch. Hey.
5.
24.
5.
Here's the 3rd-round pick from Memphis. It's Darrell Henderson. And he's going to push his way down to about the 2. Massive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now, we ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. He'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Shell.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
49, check 49, check 49.
Slam, slam.
Shell. Shell.
Kill,
Shell. DC. DC.
kill.
Off now, looking to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there.
76.
They're going to go for it on 4th.
76.
Y'all playing the wrong football. 25, check 25.
Value 1.
Why? Get wide. Slam, slam.
Turbo test.
Here we go on 4th. Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5.
Complete to
Well, peel
Brandon
back the
Cooks.
curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good
First
look
and
into how
goal
they
at
plan
the
to play this
6-yard
game.
line.
Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on
that's
4th down in
trash.
that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless. They got it. 1 for 1 on 4th.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they made it pay off.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Rams 7, Saints nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Saints take over
Come on,
1st and
baby.
10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he's up in at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
His 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn, still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons.
And then you know that expression, he just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, 21.
check. 93's the mic. 93.
Reset.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
Mike, y'all not ready?
Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
He's checking. He's checking. He's checking.
On second down, Kamara.
The leg, get there, get there.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go.
You
On
got
third down.
it. You got it.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Ready. 95, 56.
58, right there. It's a party now.
Now Breeze on third down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Complete to Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who could also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
No gain on the play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check 52. Check.
Hey, 76. 76. 76.
Watch twist.
Out of the gun. Wrong. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up. What's going to be the final play of this first quarter? Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
Block 20.
Mark 27. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Back. Watch twist. Kill. Turn.
Hardball.
Turn up. Watch the ship. Hey.
A shotgun snap for Gong. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. A big gain of 31 on third down.
It's a gain
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. It's a big game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hatch it. Check. Crunch.
Hold on. Check.
24. Check.
Here's Gong. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Check 50. Check 50. Shoot.
Ric Flair.
Hey, watch edge. Watch edge. Check 43.
Turbo set.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
Let's go, defense.
But on that one, he looked
Listen.
like one of those guys.
All right, here we go. Hey, switch gears. Out.
Obama.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hey, check Mike.
From the gun on third down. Goff. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Around first down as Goff finds Cup.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go.
Now Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it second and 12.
At the Saints' 34-yard line.
Here goes tonight. 180.
Right there, 56. Watch the run.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
That's good.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Goff now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Check. Shift. Check. Luck.
Twos. Turbo set.
From the red zone now, Goff. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, but it'll be second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass here now is second and 10.
Value three.
Watch 24.
Again, Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on third and inches.
Hold on. Check.
Check 9. Check 4.
Slam.
Super.
Bang. I got him. Back's mine. I got him.
They'll try and pick up the first one. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the smallest of margins, it'll be first and goal.
Rams, first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal.
Watch the run. Jam him. Watch the twist. Kill, kill, kill.
On first and goal, Gurley. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1 yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with second and goal coming up.
Second and goal at the 1 yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Maverick Wolf.
Check, 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 check. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
We're good.
You got time.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Saints 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And from the 25, he worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just straight over a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Check it back.
Hey, kill.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Check 3.
Here we go.
Alert 3. Alert 3. Hey, alert 3. Switch.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch tight end.
Super one. Super one.
Four down. Check. Kill. He's cracked.
Goff now wants to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Rams on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is third and 10.
Joker. Shift. Watch the shift.
Super one.
Off. Check 37. Check 37.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Goff now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Goff throwing again. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Three buzz. Mike's 56.
To the air again. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
White 20.
Check 56. Get him. Check your hot read. Check nickel.
All right. Come on now.
Watch out.
Jester.
Now Goff on first down. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10.
Six guy. Check six guy. Rush in.
Go, 12. Let's go. Turbo set.
Throwing again is gone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one.
Here we go.
That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Check 47. Hey, let's get this. Check safety.
Tight dog.
Tiger.
Watch the edge.
DC. Hey, kill.
31.
80 weapon. Hey,
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams take on to their advantage.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7.
21. Saints 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Marching in for this sack, Michael Brockers. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to the defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they do.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Ready.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here goes 21.
No run call here. They look to throw instead. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Check. Ric Flair. Clock.
Gone. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he is tackled inside the 49 right to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the pass. 36. Switch.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. It's Gurley. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 9-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Here we go.
Alert flare. Switch.
Again they run with Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show you they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, but a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
White 20.
47. Check. 47.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Hey, lift.
They'll try to run for it on first and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, second and goal.
I'm going to come back to you. Whip. Watch the whip.
49. Check 49.
Slam.
Merlin.
Kill.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
Slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They're going deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Ted Ginn's going to go. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Complete to
Ted Ginn.
Touchdown,
76 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a clear avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Lutz with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Wide, get wide. Slam.
Here's gone. And this is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
You gonna see me?
Maverick Wolf.
Shift.
Greystone travel.
Safe.
Just beating the play clock is gone. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33.
23 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction, and then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
2nd and 12.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
3rd and 13.
White 20.
Mike's 47.
1, 2, 3.
Kill, kill, kill.
He's coming. We got double up. 17. Check three. Done.
From the gun, here's Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go.
The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
And the Rams, first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check 26,
and as
check
they come to
26.
the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
180.
47. Here we go, D.
Dula.
All day. All day.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
4 down.
Now gone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
All day.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready. Blue 80.
Day, dog. Single. I got a single in the slot.
Now Brees.
Strong right.
He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Yellow waiting.
39 yards there. A big one.
Kill.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter. You've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. There are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keeper.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Goff now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10.
Check. Fresno.
Hey, let's go.
Twist.
Go, Brown.
Back.
Brown.
Twist. Kill.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Tonight. White 20.
Check.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Goff now looking to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Crunch.
Orange. Shell.
Here's Gurley.
It's run, fellas, it's run.
It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go. Check 43. Hey, switch gears.
Goff now to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Who goes tonight?
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41.
Twist. Out. Under 10. 10.
Listen.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
The play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here is second and 10 again from the 41.
We got to get the ball.
Value one.
Yeah, let's go. Check. Shift. Check. Lucky. Hey, check 20.
Maverick.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up the third down.
You don't want no problems with me.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
180.
Check Mike 47. Watch the slats. 47's a Mike. I'm coming.
Maverick, Maverick.
Take four, take four.
Slam, slam.
Here's Gall. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line.
That's good for a Rams first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Super one.
Jam, jam. Watch the twist.
Now Gurley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with a minute 56 to go.
The 24-yard line.
So second and 9, you have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
We want it. Come to my world.
Chest, chest, chest.
Check, 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 check.
11.
Check, check.
11.
Sponge.
Another carry now for Gurley. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Rams on third down. They've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
It's going to be a long day.
Now it's gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Let's go.
A gain of 9 yards.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Harbaugh.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Gurley. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
4-7's a mic. 4-7's a mic.
Throwing now, off. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come, come. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Value 3, value 3.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows in total football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Deuce, 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 deuce.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. You can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's gone. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Saints 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Show it A.
Sammy!
Bree's going to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short. And that is how this one comes to an end. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for L.A., they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.